Gotta make sure I have everything pulled up on my computer because I can't read chat on my phone because my screen is very small and I am apparently old and can't see from far away. Is this working? Yes? Yes. Okay. So, the first thing I need to do, just because I was going to do it earlier and I didn't get it done, is this hat. It's very cute, but if you'll notice, there's something different between the hat that I'm wearing and this hat, and it's the little stitched on stitches, so I need to do that real quick. And then I'm going to make some kitty ghost hats for our little kitty ghosts, which I guess they're not kitty ghost hats, they're just regular cat hats for the kitty ghosts. I don't know. Anyway, we're doing very Halloween vibed things today. Why? I don't know. Why not? I used to have 3 darning needles, like in my pencil case right next to me, and I'm down to just 1, and I don't know where they went. I think that's just a thing darning needles do, along with stitch markers and missing socks. They just go into the void, I think. Hi, Mom! Oh, well, I did that wrong anyway. All right, there's the first one. I always like to do like 2 up here and then 1 down there. That's like sort of been my formula for these. I could do them like more just like anywhere, but I feel like up here you can like kind of see them. Where are they? I don't know. Just like when you're wearing the hat, I think about how they'll be positioned. Am I mainly chill? Yeah, because yeah, I'm just knitting and chilling at the same time. I'm actually not knitting, I'm just sewing on these little stitches onto this hat. But I did knit this hat. And then once I finish this, I'm going to knit some tiny cat beanies for our little kitty ghost plushies. another one. These don't take too long. But I knew if I didn't do it live before I started working on the kitty ghost hats, I would never end up doing it. So you are helping hold me accountable right now for getting things done. Okay. Now I just gotta tie them all up. But look at how cute that is. I think this orange is really perfect for the skeleton hats. Do I still have the gloves out? Yeah, so these are the matching gloves. I think this set's really cute. I wanted to make sure I had at least one skeleton set at Anime Detour because it is my first time selling at Anime Detour, and I feel like my skeleton stuff is like sort of my most unique items, I feel. So, I mean, I probably should have made more, but I don't know. Maybe I will still make more, I don't know. It's kind of at the point where I need last minute things, but also I'm running out of time to just like build up stock, and I don't have a lot of like my basic items either. So it's like, I don't know if I should focus on just having more like basic black paw gloves and stuff, or if I should have some more fun, unique sets. Like, I don't know what the best call is for that. I know the kitty ghosts need hats though, so that's what we're gonna work on tonight. That is a must-have. I just realized I didn't like my own video. Okay, skeleton hat is officially done. Actually, should we put a button on it? I've got little Positively Cozy buttons. I think it has to be black. But I also have, so this is the black one, which I mean, definitely cute. Oh, I should put one on this hat. Hold on. I need one for all my hats. Watch me stab this directly into my head. Or finger. That did not go in. Okay, hold on. Yeah, definitely cute in the skeleton hats, but yeah, definitely black. If the bones were not white, white could be cute, but I definitely didn't order enough of the black ones. I should have known that the black was gonna look best with everything. I don't know for sure how I feel about the buttons and including them with hats or not. I think I'll put some in a couple. But then I also think, I don't know, if I have space, which I don't know if I'll have space because I don't know how much space I'm going to have yet because they won't tell me if I have a corner or not. But if I have space, I might just like have a little bin with the buttons that say free with hat purchase or something. Yeah, that's cute. I think the like circle balances nicely with like the stripes. Okay, I got a thing done. It wasn't a lot, but it's something. I feel like I started working on that hat like weeks ago, which, you know, I probably did. But I also am not good at processing how much time is passing, ever. Let me pull out, do I have the rest of my kitty ghosts? So these are little kitty ghost plushies. Very cute. They have cat ears, but then I make them little cat beanies to wear on top. That's crooked. Is that cute? I think I'm gonna make a couple in this sherbet orange color. I laid out all the different colored hats that I already have ready for them earlier today, and I felt like I was lacking in like the orange tones, so we're gonna make a couple sherbet orange ones. My hair is in my face now that I messed with my hat. And I'm going to knit 2 of these at the same time. Because that's sort of how I make my, not sort of like, that is how I make my paw gloves. And so doing it for the kitty ghost works pretty well. And I'm already forgetting how to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I use the same size needles and the same number of cast-on stitches as I do for my paw gloves, so it's very in my comfort zone. Where is the end of this yarn? There we go. I just need to make sure I don't accidentally knit an entire pair of paw gloves instead of a kitty ghost hat, but actually that's probably not that bad of an idea because I need to knit more gloves, but it is what it is. Anime Detour is going to be for the plushies because we have a lot of plushies. You know, I just realized I haven't done a lot of knitting today. I've gotten a lot done today related to knitting, but a lot of it was finishing up stuff. Like the stitches that I just did for a skeleton hat. I also did that on another hat. I guess I have done knitting because I've done 2 sets of the little inner ear triangles today. And then I did like 1 row of this hat before closing it up. But I haven't like sat down and done any of like my mindless chunks of knitting. And so this is the first time I feel like that's happening. I don't know. What is going on here? There we go. And I've been obviously worried about preparing for selling Anime Detour a lot, but I've also been really playing a lot of video games, specifically 2 Point Museum lately, which is great. I haven't had time to play today though. I did bake some bread earlier. It did not turn out as I had wished, but what's new? I don't know. We're gonna keep making bread. It's been edible, at least. I think my sourdough starter just isn't quite strong enough yet to properly rise a loaf of bread, I guess, because I don't know. I'm definitely probably overconfident, but also I feel like I'm doing everything right. And therefore, if I'm doing everything right, the only other factor is the sourdough starter. Which, based on my results and everything, that seems correct, but I mean, I started it like over a month ago, and I've heard it can take 3 months, it can take up to a year to get strong, and it's like, I mean, it's working. Like, she does her thing, she rises every day after I feed her. It is really slow to rise though. I think, I don't know. We're just gonna keep trying. I guess that's my plan. I am a little disappointed that I'm not immediately perfect at bread stuff. I was pretty good at knitting right away. I picked up knitting pretty easily. And so now I'm like, learning a new skill and not being good at it right away, I hate it. But it's fine. I'm gonna keep trying. Like I said, the bread has still been edible. I would say it's good. It's good. It's like, it's tasty. The texture and the rise and stuff needs work, but. And I am just gonna keep rambling about bread because I can ramble about it infinitely. And my brain is either that or just like a panic about convention stuff, and I don't really feel like complaining about all that right now. So I'm gonna complain about bread instead. See, I'm gonna accidentally knit too much. And then we might actually end up with a pair of paw gloves instead. Because I only need to do a few rows of ribbing for these hats, which I've already done. My eyes just like turned off. I'm so used to, I think the problem is when I'm live, I don't want to like stare at you because that feels awkward. So my only other best option is to look at my knitting, but I'm not used to looking at my knitting while I'm knitting most of the time. Like I'm usually watching a YouTube video or something on my computer. And so I'm used to looking like not at my knitting. And so I think my eyes like aren't used to when I'm actually looking at my knitting. And so it feels funny. So maybe I will try just staring at you while I knit. Like, I look down, like, occasionally, but it's usually just, like, at the start of the row, or if I feel a missed stitch or something. So I'm just gonna stare at myself knitting on my screen as if I'm watching a video, which is kind of funny because you're watching a video. You're watching me on a screen. This feels weird. I'm just like staring at my camera. There's like a little green dot. And this feels weird too. It feels better for my eyes. Thanks, Mom. Also, Mom, help me remember it next time I see you. I want you to pick a purple scrappy chunky cat beanie. Because I like needed something to knit at a party, and I brought this, and I realized after I had knit the entire thing, I was like, wait a minute, I don't need more purple hats. But you know, I made another purple hat anyway. But that's definitely too many purple hats. I also gave myself a reminder to grade all those clicker parts that you gave me. So we're gonna get that done eventually. Because I realize I have to give those back to you to, you know, actually assemble them and all that. Yeah, I need time to do a lot of things. Some of which I cannot do because it is stuff that is out of my control. I feel like I'm too low down on the screen. Maybe that's just me coming from TikTok where there's just like so much stuff going on up here. But maybe for YouTube this is better. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever actually watched a vertical live on YouTube before. So I don't know what it's like. I can see it on my computer screen and there's nothing on the screen. But I don't know what it's like on mobile. So if the weather's nicer by the end of March, yeah. You know, I hadn't even considered that. But yeah, hopefully. I almost died going out to the mailbox today. It was very icy. Oh, should I share this live somewhere? Like, I don't know, Facebook or something? This will be a video after I post it. So it's probably still useful, even if anybody misses the live. Yes? Yes. Cool. My hands are cold. Man, I was so excited for spring. We got that little false spring. And it's like, oh my god, I can just go outside and go on a walk without having to think about if I'm gonna fall and slip and freeze. But then it's like, just kidding. Here's a blizzard. I'm also very interested to see how the warmer weather affects my baking and like my sourdough starter and everything. It should like the warmer weather better, but that also might mean I have to feed it more often or feed it differently. I'm also really sad that I'm gonna have to put it in the fridge when we go to Anime Detour. It's one thing to ask somebody else to take care of our cats, but I'm not gonna ask anyone else to feed my sourdough starter for me. I considered bringing it with me to feed it while we're at the convention, but it's like, I really don't need to add that like mental capacity to my plate, so I'm not going to. I'm gonna put it in the fridge. I'm just gonna be sad about it. It's probably gonna be fine. I just hear people talk about like, this 100-year-old sourdough starter has never been refrigerated, and like, I don't know, it's probably fine. She's barely even making good bread yet, so. But that's another reason I'm like, I don't wanna put her on pause when she's still working on getting good. But it's still a month away. About a couple weeks, couple days away. March snuck up on me, and it's not great. Okay, I need to untwist this. Yay. Oh yeah, this reminds me. If you are watching this right now, or yeah, if you're watching this right now, and you're gonna be going to Anime Detour, you should be like, hey, I watch your YouTube videos, and I will give you one of these cute little Ziggy and Harper stickers. Ziggy's got a little blep, and Harper looks like that, so it's cute. I just knocked my water bottle. I had another water bottle where this water bottle usually is, and so I went by like instinct to put this back where I normally put it, and instead of like putting it there, I just like yeeted the other water bottle just right off my desk. Okay. We lose an hour this weekend, you're right. But it's okay because I'll make up for it by working twice as hard every other hour for the rest of March. I don't know. I honestly, like I said, my brain has like not been great at processing like time very well anymore. I used to be like really good at it, where it's like any second of the day you could like be like, oh, what time is it? And I would just like know, like I would just know the date and I would just like know the time, and that's just like gone. I looked at the clock the other day. I was playing a video game, so like a flow state, you know. But I was like, oh, it's probably like 7:30. I should do something. And I look at the clock, it's 9:22. I'm like, did my clock break? Is my clock broken? It is not 9:22, for I am just about to go do my 7:30 activities. Huh? But it's fine. But because of that, daylight savings doesn't really affect me much anymore either. Because I already vary my sleep from 6 hours to 12 hours at any given time. So it's like, I don't know. I probably won't even notice. If anyone's like, oh, how are you not tired from losing an hour of daylight savings? I'm just gonna pull Avengers and be like, that's my secret, Cap. I'm always tired. My eyes are hurting again. I need to look away. Away from my knitting. Hello? I love this sherbet orange. It's very cute. Our like Halloween orange is like very bold and bright. And then I got this like burnt orange for a custom order that I did a while ago. And I had enough of it. That's why I wanted to make this set. But this one's a little like too dull for me personally. Like it's fine, it's cute. I don't hate it. But sherbet is just like, it's perfect. It's like, it is a pastel, which normally I'm not as about pastels, but it's like a nice, like, it's vibrant, if that makes sense. It's just, it's a very good color. So I've been good. I'm just prepping for selling at Anime Detour at the end of March, which is extremely quickly approaching. Knitting a lot, doing a lot of business stuff, while also being really into baking bread and stuff lately, and just trying to balance everything all of the time. Planet normal? Yeah. Absolutely. I'm trying to be better also about not stressing too much about the convention, because I feel like I've done this enough times now that I know by the time that I like get there, I'll be running on like fumes and adrenaline, and everything that I'm worrying about now will be over, because I'll just be there, I'll be selling my stuff, I'll be talking to cool people, and everything that I was worried about won't matter anymore. So, and going to conventions, I get just like super like infinite energy. Maybe that's why I'm tired all the time. I save my energy for special occasions. Although sometimes I have enough energy to be like really productive. Sometimes like too productive. And then I'm like, oh god, this is gonna bite me in the ass later. Can I say ass on YouTube? I'm not monetized. You have one next weekend? Fun. Yeah, this one's really sneaking up on me, but usually we do a convention at the end of July. So doing one at the end of March is like, oh my god. All of a sudden, I have to be ready. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is about just like having the energy to do conventions. It's just, maybe it's the vibes. I think it's just the vibes, but it always works in my favor, so I won't complain. I hope so. Thank you. And like, I'm not even worried about like sales or anything, just because based on the amount of inventory that I have prepared, like I don't have very high expectations regardless. So at this point, I'm just gonna be happy if I can have a display ready to go. I'm just gonna show up and just dump all of our products in the 10 by 10 space. Because if there's one thing I know, it's that I have a 10 by 10 space. Where is it? I don't know. Is it inline? I don't know. Is it a corner? I don't know. What size is the table? I don't know. But it's a 10 by 10 space. Oh, I have tons of stuff for my display. I've got enough stuff. At Anime Iowa, I had a double booth, which those booths were only 8 by 10. But still, it was 2 6-foot tables, and I brought an extra 4-foot table. But my issues now is just that I don't know if I have a corner space or not, and so I assume it's an 8-foot table, but 8-foot inline table is very different than 10 by 10 space with an 8-foot table, plus me bringing a 6-foot table to make it like a corner. I need a crochet hook. Y'all have display stuff. I just don't know how I'm gonna arrange them for sure. Because an entire 6-foot table's worth of space extra makes a big impact because our products are so big. Like, I can make an inline work if I need to, but it's hard to make anything work if I don't have the exact details and I need to like plan it ahead of time. They should let me know. I actually requested a corner with my application, but they have not gotten back on any of the details. I was initially told that I would know by February, and then it was like maybe next week, and then that was like 3 weeks ago. So, I don't know. I've done my half of trying to acquire the information, but at a certain point, I just have to wait. Yeah, I'm really banking on getting a corner since I did request it in my application that was approved. My approved application that I paid for. I won't be mad if I get an inline because they don't like charge extra for corners or anything, so I wouldn't expect that to be guaranteed for any reason. But at a certain point, I do kind of expect to at least know if it's a corner or not. Okay, we've got 2 little kitty ghost hats knit up, so I just need to sew them up. Kitty ears. Thank you. It feels good getting these done. I'm looking forward to hopefully the Ghost doing well at Anime Detour because it is our first time there. At Anime Iowa, they've gotten like less popular over the years, just because people have already gotten one. Because I've done that show a couple times in a row. And so I'm excited for a new audience so that they can see the little kitty ghost and I can be like, there's cat ears underneath the hat, and then they take the little hat off and they're like, ah, and that just makes me really happy. Oh yeah, I forgot we have a lot of Jumbo Ghost. I kind of forget about them because they're in a separate bag of the other Jumbo plushies, but yeah. I'm definitely gonna try to show off the Jumbo Ghost in a cat beanie pretty well. I feel like it was displayed really well at our little 1 foot, not 1 foot, 1 table, 6 foot Anime Ames. I feel like the Jumbo Ghost was like, did good. I feel like at Anime Iowa, the Jumbo Ghost like kind of like faded in with everything else, but it felt more center of attention on the smaller table. I'm kind of really glad that we went from like our biggest display possible to our smallest display possible. And that's the only reason I'm not having an entire meltdown about not knowing the setup for Anime Detour yet, is that I've done the biggest and I've done the smallest, and so now it's just gonna be like somewhere in the middle, and I know I'll be able to figure it out. But I learned a lot about like where people's attention go at the big booth and the small booth. And so I'm definitely gonna try to use that to my advantage when planning the new booth. If I have time to plan the new booth. Maybe we'll just show up and I'll just bring every box of my panels and we'll just sit there like figuring it out for 12 hours. Customers start coming in and they're like, sorry, I'm still trying to figure out my booth. I needed more time. No, if that's not gonna happen, it'll be fine. I will crunch out the display in a day if I have to. Would really like to not have to, but okay, a second little hat. Something that will probably be done at the convention is putting blush on all of these, because I'll be honest, until I'm like setting up the booth and go to put it down and be like, oh, that guy doesn't have blush, I'm probably not going to have the mental capacity to figure that out. So maybe I should just blush them right now, actually. Like I said, I'm just going to dump all my products in the 10 by 10 space and people can just dig through it. It'll be great. My products and pricing are perfect for just like digging through a bargain bin. Like, oh, look at this. I found this really cheap. Oh, this is $75. It'll be great. It'll be fine. Anyway, I gotta blush them if I'm gonna be showing them off. It's right here. I'll at least put blush on these too. Blush, blush, blush. I should probably be showing you off, huh? Blush, 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 blush. I just use like drugstore cheap blush for these. It does fade off over time, but ideally these aren't really designed to be handled a lot, and if anyone wants to reapply the blush, they can. But it works good and gets the job done. And then also I had this guy with the other orange hat. But the orange ones are so cute. So we had an orange theme going on tonight. Orange. All right, that's all I got in me for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I guess if you're here live, you've been commenting and talking to me. I guess you can comment on this video. Maybe once, I don't know. Do you have to wait until it's not live to comment? Maybe. Anyway, make sure to like the video. Make sure you're subscribed to me if you're not already. I've been working really hard on making YouTube videos and stuff. I actually don't have one ready to go again quite yet, but might be ready by next week. So, yeah. And I will have videos of my time selling Anime Detour, so we can all find out if I figured out my display or not. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye. Where's the